Alright, this is part 3. I'll talk maybe 10 minutes, I'm done, guys. And then at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna bike to the Shanes. I'll be vlogging with Tony, obviously, for good maybe, I don't know, hour and 50 minutes, 2 hours. And I'll be filming it, obviously. So stay tuned for that video tonight. Yeah. At the bar, right? The Shane's bar. Last time I vlogged at the Elmer bar, the main bar, but this time I'm vlogging in the Shane's bar with Tony. Yeah. Yeah. Hence why I told you the Hollywood actors, managers, agents, they want their 10% cut of the speaking deal because they know the speaking fee deal is a huge deal. Because they're going to ask me, Ivan, how big of a deal is a speaking fee deal? I'm like, yeah, it's in the millions. It's in the millions. How much, Ivan? I don't know, 2+ million. Okay, Ivan, we want our 10% cut of that. The agents are greedy. Yeah, they want 10% of the actors' earnings too. The managers and agents are greedy. Hence why, if you guys make if John Megan makes $5 million in speaking, you got to give $550K of your money to your agent, John. You can't be selfish, right? He's like, I know, Ivan. No, John, like, I'm serious, man. You have to give 10% of your money to your agent. They sign a contract, they have to get paid. He might be pissed off because he doesn't want to give 10% of his hard-earned money away, yeah. But you got to give a piece of your money to your agents, guys. That's how it works. They take 10% of all your earnings. That's how it works in Hollywood, right? Yeah, you got to give your 10%, right? And put your fucking checks in your Ziploc bags and leave it in your briefcase when you leave your hotel room, when the attendants are coming to clean your hotel, right? That way they don't steal your check. Perhaps steal your check, right? We live in a corrupt world when it comes to money, man. People can steal your money. Those attendants are envious. These Hollywood actors are famous and successful. They're millionaires. And they made their millions off my movie, and they're making their millions in speaking. They can be envious, and they can steal some of the actors' checks. If you see 20 checks lying around of like $80,000 checks, $50,000 checks, $20,000 checks, $30,000 checks, $50,000 checks, $8,000 checks, they can steal your money. Sarah? We live in a corrupt world when it comes to money. People will do anything for money, man. We live in a corrupt world when it comes to money. People could be envious about that stuff. Because the attendants who work at the hotel make like their 40, 50K. These Hollywood actors made their millions off my movie, and they're also making their millions in speaking. They can be envious. They can steal some of your money, guys. And if your money gets lost or stolen, I'm not recompensating you. Hence why put it in your Ziploc bag every time you get paid. I'm going to provide the Hollywood actors with Ziploc bags. Provide them with a good maybe 2-3 big Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags is the best place to put your checks. You open the Ziploc bag and you put all your checks in there. It's in a safe place, obviously. Because if you don't put it in your Ziploc bag, you can lose it, guys. Because you're looking at, like, I don't know, 80 checks, you can lose some of that. And just put it, every time you get paid, put it in your Ziploc bag. And put it in your briefcase in a safe place. That way nobody steals it. The Hollywood actors won't steal the other actors' checks because they're getting the same amount of money, but the attendants can steal it. And just put it in your Ziploc bag. And what? And put it in a safe place, Sarah, for the world tour. Because I'm not going to be compensating if you lose your check. I'm not playing around, guys. I'm not going to be compensating you if you lose your check, Sarah. That's not my problem. I told you to put it in your fucking Ziploc bag. I don't know. One actor's like, I lost one of my checks. I'm like, did you follow my advice? Did you put your check in your Ziploc bag when you got paid? No, I didn't. I left it around. Yeah, I told you to put it in your Ziploc bag. If you put it in your Ziploc bag, you're not going to lose any of your checks. It's all in a safe place. Every time you get paid, put it in your Ziploc bag. Because if you have 80 checks, you can easily lose maybe 1, 2, 3 checks. What about our wallet? No, don't put it in your wallet. You can't fit 80 checks in your wallet. Put it in your Ziploc bag, guys. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell the agents, the secretaries, to tell their agents that. And the agents tell the actors, yeah, Skiv SOURCE recommends that every time you get paid, you put it in the Ziploc bag that's provided for you. And I'll provide the actors with a Ziploc bag. The actors can easily buy them with a Ziploc bag, but I'll provide them with Ziploc bags. I'll give them a good maybe 3-4 Ziploc bags, like big ones. You guys know the Ziploc bags where you zip it? And I'm saying, yeah, that's the best place to put your checks. And if you do that, guys, you won't lose your checks because they're all in a safe place, right? And once the world tour is over with and you get all your checks, now you have to cash it at the bank, obviously. And you have to pay your taxes on that too. Don't forget that, guys. Make sure you pay your taxes. And you have to calculate and give 10% of that money to your agents. Obviously, either by check or e-transfer. It's up to you. Most like e-transfer is the best thing to do, right? E-transfer your agent 10% of your earnings. So if you make $5 million, you make $5 million. Obviously, $5 million after taxes is $3 million. So you have to give $300. You have to e-transfer your agent $300,000, and you get $2.7 million after taxes, obviously. Because the Hollywood actors have to pay their taxes on the world tour too. You have to pay your taxes on that too, right? Yeah. Yeah, you have to pay your taxes on that. But Hollywood actors, they have a team. They have a team who can help them with their taxes, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, guys, you got to pay your taxes on this, right? If you don't pay your taxes on this, the IRS can come after you. You got to pay your taxes on this too. I know why, but yeah, you got to pay your taxes on this, guys. So John Mahiga makes $5 million speaking. He has to pay his $2 million in taxes. Obviously, he gets $3 million over taxes, but he has to give $300,000 to his team, his manager, and his agent. That's how it works. He gets $2.7 million in cash. That's what John Mahiga is getting paid. Yeah, getting paid. Yeah, he's getting paid. I was saying, getting paid. I was saying, yeah. That's why Peter's like, I get more of that iron. That's like $20 that iron. I'm like, no, Peter, stop being greedy, man. Alright, man, you're greedy too, man. You're making like your $60 million in speaking, and you're giving us the pants. I'm like, Peter, man, you're pissing me off, man. I signed you to a $1.7 million deal. Stop being greedy, man. I'm not gonna give you like $20 million of my money. You're fucking crazy, man. Because Peter might want to give maybe $10 million of the money, man. He's greedy, yeah. Alright, man, can I get an ask like $10 million of that? I'm like, no, Peter, man. You get an equal amount of the actors. Stop being greedy. Alright, I'm just messing, man. That's a lot of money for me. I don't even make it in Hollywood. Yeah, Peter, you made like your $200K for Comic-Con, $75K for Comic-Con. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. So you and Peach are going to make a lot of money. Yeah, me and Peach are going to make our tens of millions. Not our 50, 60, 70, 80 million speaking, man. Something crazy. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money me and Peach are making, man. Yeah. That's why. But there's a reason why I'm making that money, because we're the boss and we're special, obviously. Yeah. And for me, I'm going to be very careful with my check, because me and Peach are making our tens of millions. If I leave my checks lying around, the A is going to easy the attendant's going to easy steal my money, man. That's why I'm putting it in me and Peach's briefcase, obviously. Yeah. So you and VJ share the money. Yeah, me and VJ obviously share the money. Obviously, the $70 million is not going to us individually. No, it's for both of us. We share the money. That's how it works, right? Yeah, the $7 million is for me and her, obviously. Yeah. And after that, we have to cash all that money in the bank, man. Obviously, what will the actors do? Will they cash it at the bank teller or the machine? Well, it's up to them. You can cash it in the machine if you want, but the machine freezes your money, freezes more of your money, or you can just go to the bank teller and cash it there. It's up to you, obviously, right? And when the actors, when they go to the bank and they cash all their checks, you're gonna see all the people in the bank there. They're like, "Holy shit, man! These Hollywood actors make a lot of money. Yeah, they have like, I don't know, $5 million worth of checks, like 80 checks. Yeah, I want to cash. I'm here to cash my check. Okay, how many checks do you have? Yeah, I have like 80 checks." And the bank teller's like, "What? 80 checks?" Yeah, and it's like $5 million, $5 million worth of checks, man. Yeah, they cash all that money at the bank. That's actually funny. Yeah, and all the people in the bank are envious, obviously, because they don't. Most people are average people. They don't make that, right? They have to cash all that money, man. obviously. But if you don't want to go to the teller, you can just cash it in the machine. But you have to keep redepositing like 80 checks, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, like $5.5 of your money in your bank, obviously. But you got to pay your taxes on that, guys, right? It's very important you pay your taxes on that, right? You got to pay your taxes on that. It's very important. Will you and VJ cash your check at the teller or the machine? I don't know. Most like I'll just cash at the machine, right? Yeah, VJ, we can just cash it in the machine, right? Cash our 80 checks in the machine, right? Yeah. Just cash it in the machine. But if you cash in the machine, the bank will freeze some of your money, obviously. A good chunk of your money, obviously, for like good they freeze it for good 7 to 10 days. But because it's $5 million, it's millions of dollars, they might freeze it for longer, maybe 10 days. They freeze the majority of the actors' money because it's check, right? Whereas everything else they get direct deposit. They don't have to worry about the bank freezing their money. But for the world tour, they get checks, so the bank will freeze their money for a good 7-10 days, obviously. And after 10 days, they unfreeze their money, obviously. Yeah. And that's actually funny, though. And they go to the bank, they have they cash 80 checks. That's why it's better to just cash it in the machine. It's faster that way. Obviously. Because cashing 80 checks at the bank, that's gonna take an hour, man. The teller was like, "What? You have 80 checks you want to cash?" "Yeah, I have 80 checks I want to cash." And everyone at the bank's like, "What the fuck? 80 checks?" Yeah. And that's why cashing the machine's better. Because you just put it in the machine, and after that you put another one in the machine. It'll take them a good maybe hour to cash all that, right? Because you're looking at 80 checks, man. They have to put in their account in the machine or at the bank teller. It's up to you. You cash it at the bank teller in the bank, or you cash it in the machine if you want, in your bank machine if you want. It's up to you, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's actually funny. I know. Yeah, I'm here to cash. I'm here to make a deposit. You know what I'm saying? And the actors, they I don't know, they have their Ziploc bags, and they pull out 80 checks. And then the bank teller is like, you're cashing all this? Yeah, we're cashing all this. That's actually funny. I was in, yeah. 80 checks. That's crazy, man. 80 checks worth I don't know, $5 million, right? That's fucking crazy. Yeah, man. That's my coin blows out of the water. And everyone will know, yeah, these are Ivan, these are the Hollywood stars for the Skiv SOURCE movie. Yeah. And they went on the world tour and they got paid a lot of money for it. Yeah, they got paid. That's why people in the back might be envious, obviously. Because most people, I told you in this world, are average people who make their 50, 60, 70, 80, 100K a year. Obviously, right? They could be envious about stuff, right? Yeah. When you guys get paid for the world tour, will they tax you? No, they won't. They won't tax us. They're not going to tax us. They're going to tell me, yeah, Ivan, you guys are responsible for doing your own taxes. They won't tax us. Obviously. They won't tax us because they're paying us that very night. So all the money that's made, they pay us the full amount. But they're going to tell us, yeah, Ivan, and the actors, you got to do your own. You have to do the taxes yourself, obviously. Yeah, that's why I'm going to tell all the actors, it's very important that you do your taxes on this. You don't want the IRS coming after you. And me and VJ have to pay our taxes too, obviously. So me and VJ make 70 million. We have to pay our 30, 28 million in taxes. We make our $40 million after taxes. Because you have to pay taxes as well. That's how it works. Every time you get paid, you got to pay your taxes, man. If you don't pay your taxes, you can get in trouble with the IRS and they can come after you. You can go to prison for that, man. For withholding taxes, obviously, right? Gotta be careful with that stuff. Yeah. And I'm all for taxes. It's very important that you pay your taxes. I'm not going to be dirty and withhold taxes from the government. Don't do that, man. Pay your taxes, obviously. But at the same time, do not let the government dupe you with your taxes too. That's why you gotta be careful of that stuff. Because even the government, some levels of government are corrupt. They can overtax you. Because they know me and VJ are making our billions, they can overtax me and take more of my money. That's why you gotta be careful of that stuff. That's why you have to have your lawyer. When he creates a contract, you gotta be careful of that stuff, obviously. Yeah. You gotta have people to keep you in check. And the actors have their own team of people who can help them with their taxes on stuff, right? Yeah, they have all those guys who can help them out with that, obviously. So, this is a 2-hour video, guys. Almost on here. Yeah. Ryan, how will it work for the world tour when you pick up the actors? I'll have my private jet pick them up where they live, and then they fly to Vancouver. And they meet me in Vancouver. I'm going to tell their agents, make sure the actors, before you leave your house, just in case, just check your briefcase and make sure your passport's in your bag. Because if you don't have your passport, you won't go world tour with me, and I'm going to have to send you back home, man. You're missing out on fun, right? So you got to bring your passport with you, right? Yeah. As the customs are going to check your passport and check your bags, check the plane, everything. We get the VIP. We don't have to wait hours in line, but they still check your bags. They still check the plane. They still check your passport. Yeah. They still check that stuff, right? Yeah. That's why you got to be careful with that stuff. Bring your passport. If you forget your passport, you have to send you back home. Obviously, and you're not going to go world tour with me and BJ, and you're missing out on all the fun, right? Yeah. Which they will. Yeah, I'll double check, Ivan. Yeah, double check, because you don't want to forget your passport, right? You get that news. Oh my God, I forgot my passport. I told you to double check to make sure you had your passport, and now you can't go world tour with me. I'm gonna send you back home. Oh, Ivan, please, man. Look, man, you can't come with me, man. You don't have a passport. You can't go world tour with me. I have to send you back home, and the actors are all sad, obviously, and you're missing out on all the fun. Hence why, if you don't want that happening, listen to the advice, obviously. Double check to make sure you have your passport, Samsara. It's not hard, Samsara. Yeah. Ivan, so your world tour is crazier than Star Celebration, CinemaCon, SuperCon, Comic Con. Yeah, it's crazier than all that, man. Yeah, crazier than Star Celebration. It's crazy, man. It's world tour, and you have the whole city cheering us on, man. It's crazy, man. The whole city, man. Wherever we land, right? Tens of thousands of fans cheering us on in every city we land. It's crazy, man. That's what the actors are full on top of the world. They have a blast. That's why they're gonna beg their asses up after Zanus for me to usually sign them. But you're not good for the grace of Keanu Reeves. I keep saying that. You can't be selfish. Ivan, we don't give a fuck about those Hollywood actors. Just fucking resign. I'm like, no, guys. You're not good for the grace of Keanu Reeves. I'm not gonna have you do it, man. No way. John's like, Ivan, VJ, please, man, please. I was like, he's begging hard. He might cry too. Yeah. Yeah. When they beg, not joking around. They're not joking around. They're like, no, VJ, I know you think I'm playing games here. I'm not playing any games here, man. Like, I'm being very sincere. I don't want to go back to the fucking hall system. I want to work for you. I know, guys, but you're not giving that movie. VJ, like, seriously, man, please, man. Like, I'm begging you, man. I don't want to go back to Hall, man. I want to work for you, man. Hall is not your company, man. I know, because they had a blast, obviously. They experienced that worldwide fame, yeah. I paid them more money, and they know my guy was out of the water. They know it's better than Hollywood, yeah. Begging hard. Obviously. Yeah. Because John Megan knows for the grace, hey, if I can easily pay him like his $11.5 million salary, Give him $12 million of the royalties, $2.5 million for the game, $800K for the merch, and he makes his $5 million speaking. He signed his like $30 million deal for the Great Escape. He doesn't make that only, right? So if I pay him 11.5 plus 12, let's say, and then 2.5, that's 26. He gets $5 million for the world tour. That's 31. $800K for the he signed like a $33 million deal, Jamaica, for the Great Escape. He doesn't make that holiday. He knows like he needs to pay more. He got a nice raise from Zanus, right? Like a $10 million raise from Zanus. He knows like he needs to pay more than that. That's why he'll beg, obviously. He knows I can pay him more and give him better perks. And $33 million in Canadian money is like $16 million in his pounds, man. $16 million in his pounds. Like, John Hager doesn't make that in Hollywood, right? That's an A-lister contract. Yeah. Walk away, I don't know, like $8 million, $9 million in his bank after taxes around there. He's getting paid. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. That's why he'll beg, obviously. He knows I can pay him more. Because he knows when he goes back to Hollywood, they might pay him maybe $8 million for his next movie, right? $8 million, $7 million, $8 million, $9 million for his next movie. I think he's going to pay more. And that's why he'll beg, obviously. They're all going to beg, but you're not good for the Great Escape, guys. I'm not going to have you doing that in Sarah. You're not good. This is a 2+ hour video, guys. Almost done here. But this video won't take long because I cut it into segments. Yeah, see, if I made a 1-2 hour video, it would have taken like hours to upload. Because my phone's weird now, right? That's why I cut it into segments. That way it doesn't take long to upload. Yeah, I'm going to upload this video, brush my teeth. Are you going to shower now? No, I'll shower before I meet Tony at the bar. Around 5 o'clock, I'll take a shower. And I'll bike to Shane's and I'll vlog with Tony for maybe, 2 hours at the bar. Obviously. This vlog will be better than my other vlog, obviously, because my camera quality is better. I'm going to do a best part. I'm going to do a thing where I have the widescreen. That way you see me talking to Tony this time. The last time I had the camera focus on me. When I get up and all stuff and I'm walking outside, I'll have the camera focus on me. But when I'm sitting down at the bar next to Tony, I'll have it widescreen. That way you see me talking to Tony, right? Yeah. Yeah, Tony, I'm vlogging. It's okay if you're on screen. Yeah, and it's fine. You didn't mind last time, right? When I showed his face. Yeah, you guys saw Tony, right? Except he's older now. He's 2 years old now. He's 20 now. He was 18 back then. He's 20 now, right? Yeah. No, he's a year older. He was 18 turning 19 last year. Now he's 20, Tony. When I first met him at Over 40, he was 17. And now he's 20. Obviously, he's a bit more mature and older now, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's why Scotches will blow out of the water, guys. It will blow it out of the water. It'll be better than Hollywood. Yeah, man. It will blow out of the water. Hence why the networking frenzy in Hollywood will be crazy. All the hard hours are networking with all the Zanes. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Because they want out of Hollywood. They know I can pay them more. My comedy blows out of the water. And they know their careers in Hollywood are side attention, obviously. Even the big budget movies are side attention. The DC movies, Marvel movies, side attention, man. Me and VJ Zane's movie is the main event, not their movies. Yeah. You know, as the Hollywood actors have that feeling like their career is over. It's not over. Like, they still have fans watching movies, but they have that feeling like their career is done. It's worthless. It feels worthless. It's pointless. It's pointless doing this movie because the world's mainly buzzing about I and VJ Zane's movie, not our movies. Their movies are side tension. VJ's movies are the main event. That's why they feel like shit, obviously, in Hollywood. Yeah. I told you, if you think John Camp and Rami and Ray Orr and Jonathan were hyped for Superman and all, and the Avengers movies coming out, nothing, man. For my movie, it's something fucking crazy. This worldwide crazy excitement and buzz, man. Yeah. And they're gonna be talking about my movie encoding John Campy and Rami Burnett when I'm king. They won't talk about it. I didn't sell the gates, but they're gonna be throwing in codes. They're like, oh my fucking god, man. Like, I can't wait for this fucking movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But no movie pundit will be like, oh my god, will Ivan's movie make money? They don't have to worry about that. My movie will automatically make money. I'm special. Maybe you're special when you have the keys, obviously, but it's about the critical reception. Will the adaptation be good? Will Ivan pull it off? Will the adaptation be good? He pulled it off for the book. He wrote a masterpiece. Will his adaptation be good, obviously? And my adaptation's a masterpiece, obviously. And if you follow the book, you will get a masterpiece. Because my book is a masterpiece, obviously, right? And Eric and them are the most heard beings we history, the devils. Yeah, man. Devils, man, yeah. Yeah. I made, I don't know, a 2 hour, like 15, 20-minute video. Almost done here, guys. Yeah. Some sour? Yeah. So everything that being devils will drive the buzz. Yeah, everything that being devils will drive the buzz, obviously. That's why I know what I'm doing. Once you guys see the trailer and you see what Eritat and the wolves look like, you're like, holy shit, that's fucking scary. Everything of them are devils, yeah. And the movie has crazy white buzz, yeah, it's crazy. The most heard means movie history. You do the math, if I put a good, I don't know, $1 billion towards Zanus, and like 600 million towards visual effects and the mask and everything, $250 million worth of masks on stuff, you do the math how scary Eric and them are to me, looking at devils, the most horrific beings in history. Demons and devils. Demons and devils, guys. Demons and devils. I'm not kidding around, guys, man. I showed you guys the pictures, man. You're looking at beings even scarier than that. Yeah. Yeah, even that, what you show us there, that's already fucking freaky. Yeah, we're looking at beings even scarier than that, man. We're looking at real demonic beings, man. Something scary. That's why the movie will have razor white buzz, man. And the whole world's buzzing about the movie. It's crazy. Yeah. So you're saying John Camp and Robin Eric won't really care about the horror movies anymore? No, they will, but like their movies, they don't care as much about it compared to Zane's. They're mainly hyping about Zane's. Obviously. Because seeing me in a movie with VJ is glory. All these Hollywood actors are normal for me. They're not me and VJ, right? Yeah. That's why they all feel like shit, because they know they can't compete with me, obviously. Yeah, we can't compete with Ivan's fucking movie, man. Ivan's too fucking powerful. He's special. When him and VJ are too powerful, they have the keys, and the whole world's mainly buzzing about their movie, not our movies. Yeah. They still have buzz, but it's side buzz, obviously. The whole world's mainly excited for Zanus, obviously, right? Yeah. But John Camp and Robert Burnett will still be buzzing about the DC movies and the Marvel movies and everything, but they're mainly excited about Zanus. Those movies are the side attention. Yeah, I'm hyped for this movie, but man, I'm waiting for that Zanus movie. I can't wait to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, more than these other movies, obviously. Don't hate me, I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying. But they're all going to have that conversation. Will Ivan write a good screenplay? Did Ivan make the right choice hiring Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson? Did he make the right choice? Will this movie be a dud or will it be a masterpiece? When I mean dud and masterpiece, I'm talking about the critical reception. I'm not talking about the money. My movie will make its money. I'm talking about the critical reception. So I'm sorry, the art, right? Yeah. And Zane's ends up being a masterpiece when you watch it, right? If you follow the book, you're looking at a masterpiece, man. Hence why Zane's were the best movie children ever made, the best novel written, and Sky Sisters will blow out of the water. Anyways, guys, here's where I talk for, I don't know, 2 hours and 20 minutes around there. This is Out in America. I'm signing out. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Peace out, guys. Stay tuned for my vlog with Tony. If it doesn't rain, right?